I'm Sebastian, and this is for Mrs. Landreth's class. The Other Side is the name of the book, and it's by Jacqueline Woodson. That summer, the fence that stretched through our town seemed bigger. We lived on the yellow house on the other side of it. White people lived on the other. And Mama said, "Don't climb over that fence when you play." She said it wasn't safe. That summer, there was a girl who wore a pink sweater. Each morning she climbed up on the fence and stared over at the other side. Sometimes I stared back. She never sat on the fence with anybody. That girl didn't. Once we were jumping rope. She asked if she could play. My friend Sandra said no, without even asking the rest of us. I don't know what I would have said. Maybe yes, maybe no. That summer, everyone and everything on the other side of that fence. It seemed far away. When I asked my mama why, she said, because that's the way things have always been. Sometimes when me and Mama went into town, I saw a girl that was with her mama. She looked sad sometimes. That girl did. Don't stare, my mama said. It's not polite. It rained a lot in summer. On rainy days, the girl sat on the fence in a raincoat. She let herself get all wet and acted like she didn't care. Sometimes I saw dancing in puddles, splashing and laughing. Mama wouldn't let me go out in the rain. That's why I bought you rainy day toys. My mama said, "You stay inside here when it's warm and safe and dry." But every time it rained, I looked for that girl, and I found her somewhere near the fence. Sometimes in the middle of the summer, the rain stopped, and when I walked outside, the grass was damp. The sun was already high in the sky, and I stood there with my hands up in the air. I felt brave that day. I felt free. I got close to the fence. And that girl asked me my name. "Clover," I said. "My name is Annie," she said. "Annie Powell. I live over yonder," she said. "By where you see the laundry, that's my blouse hanging on the line." She smiled. Then she had a pretty smile. And then I smiled, and we stood there looking at each other smiling. "It's nice up here on this fence," and he said. "You can see it all over." I ran my hand along the fence. I reached up and touched the top of it. "A fence like this was made for sitting on," and he said. She looked at me sideways. "My mama says she shouldn't go on the other side," I said. "But Mama says the same thing. But she never said nothing about sitting on it. Neither did mine," I said. That summer, me and Annie sat together on the fence, and when Sandra looked up at me funny, I just made believe that I didn't care. Some mornings my mama watched us. I waited to tell her to get down from the fence before I break my neck or something, but she never did. "I see you made a new friend," she said one morning, and I nodded. Mama smiled. That summer, me and Annie sat on the fence and watched the whole wide world around us. one rope, Sandra and the other were jumping rope near the fence, and we asked if we could play. Don't care, Sandra said, and we jumped. Sandra and me were partners, the way we used to be. When we were too tired to jump anymore, we sat on the fence, all of us in a long line. Someday, somebody's going to come along and knock this old fence down, Annie said. And I nodded. Yeah, I said, someday. This book is the other side, and what I liked about the book is when the two girls became friends, and when she splashed in puddles, it looked like fun, and they saw each other a lot. But her mama wouldn't let her go out on rainy days, so when she played with her friends, her friend said, one of her friends said, "No, what? She can't play with us." And she didn't know what she would have said. She wouldn't know if she would have said yes or if she wouldn't have said no. And they became friends at the end, and they jumped rope at the end. And once they became friends, and they sat on the fence, and all of them at the end sat on the fence when they were too tired to jump rope, and then they became all friends at the end. Bye.